Well, the U.S. Navy has confirmed that the USS Nimitz and USS Ronald Reagan are now holding dual carrier operations in South China Sea to support free and open Indo-Pacific region. The statement that is being made by the Accreditation in Public Relations and Military Public Affairs Officer for Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group, Lieutenant Commodore S. Brophy, to the news agency ANI. So when it comes to the U.S. carriers and their presence very much in the South China Sea, Niranjan, help us understand this is owing to the tensions that have been growing between China and the United States.
Now, this is a very big development because look at the statement that is being made. We are being told, and this has also been reported by news agency ANI a few minutes back. ANI has confirmed that the United States has sent 2 aircraft carriers into the disputed waters of the South China Sea to participate in military exercises. This is as Beijing flexes its muscle in the region. The U.S. Navy has confirmed that 2 vessels, 2 aircraft carriers, the pictures are on your screen, the first pictures on Republic TV of USS Ronald Reagan and USS Nimitz, which are conducting dual carrier operations and exercises in South China Sea to support a free and open Indo-Pacific. I repeat, they are saying their exercises are to support a free and open Indo-Pacific region. The 2 combat carriers, along with 4 warships, will include round-the-clock flights testing the striking ability of the carrier-based aircraft. So the whole motive is to send a message to China, to check China's clout in the South China Sea. And there have been several transgressions by China that have been reported by many nations in the region, and the U.S. has confirmed that they will operate round-the-clock flights, testing the striking ability. So I think the key word is striking ability. And what also grabs attention about this move by the U.S. is that it is very rare for U.S. and Chinese military drills to take place in the same region at the same time. China is also holding drills in that area as we speak, and America is also holding drills now in the South China Sea. Now, high-end what we're also picking up is, I'm going to give you all the details that I have because this is going to be very significant in the geopolitical strategic affairs. High-end integrated exercises, build unmatched flexibility, endurance, maneuverability, firepower in all domain warfighting environment is what the U.S. Navy officer has told news agency ANI. In fact, these efforts support during the U.S. commitments to stand up for the right of all nations to fly, sail, and operate wherever international law allows. So in that context, it is a very, very significant move because the U.S. has gone all out. And the statement coming in from the U.S. forces and the U.S. Navy to stand up for the right of all nations to fly, sail, and operate wherever international law allows. The U.S. also getting into the scheme of things to tell China that you can't really transgress in international areas, international waters, coming on the back of what the Prime Minister said yesterday about expansionism. China has been, especially in the South China Sea, transgressing, trying to arm twist smaller nations, and the U.S. stepping into that region and saying that they will stand up for the right of all nations, I think is a very significant message. And further statements being attributed also to the U.S. that the opportunity for the 2 carrier strike groups to train, operate together in the region provides combatant commanders with significant operational flexibility, capabilities that only the U.S. Navy can command. Now, this exercise is also being planned, but comes even as China conducts military drills of its own, like I said, in the area near the contested Paracel Island. Exercises have also been criticized, the Chinese exercises, that is, has also been criticized by the U.S. and other nations. Now, the further, you'll remember Mike Pompeo, the Secretary of State for America, tweeted yesterday that America agrees America agrees with our Southeast Asian friends that the People's Republic of China's military exercise in the disputed waters is highly provocative and that they oppose Beijing's unlawful claims, period. That was Mike Pompeo's tweet yesterday, while also agreeing and, mentioning ASEAN, the statement that was issued by ASEAN to show them to show the ASEAN nations came together to show how China has been isolated in the region. Even Pentagon had in a statement cited by U.S. media reports said that China's military exercises are the latest in a long string of China's actions to assert unlawful maritime claims and disadvantage its Southeast Asian neighbors in the South China Sea. Now, let's also remember that the U.S. Navy's operation as far as these two aircraft carriers are concerned, they're nuclear-powered, and the fact that these two nuclear-powered aircraft carriers in the South China Sea, their operation represents a significant show of force and comes amid heightened tensions also between Washington and Beijing, and also in the back of what is happening in Hong Kong. So I think it's a very significant development, and we're keeping a close track here on Republic TV as India also builds the anti-China alliance and sends the world a message about China.
Well, this exercise is long planned but comes as China continues to conduct military drills of its own in the area. This is near the contested Paracel Islands, that are exercises that have been widely criticized by the United States and other countries as well. But as the U.S. Navy that routinely operates in this area, the operation of these two nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, the USS Nimitz and USS Ronald Reagan, represents a significant show of strength and force and comes amid heightened tensions between Washington and Beijing over a number of issues. Niranjan, thank you.